Well, what's going on? You caught me sitting in my Chevy. Yeah, we've kind of been busy since the last video. We went ahead and got the floors pretty much done. They're done, bro. They are done with the thanks of some Corvette technology, and we got seatage, front yard engineered, some brackets and a frame to mount these old Malibu wagon seats. I know they're not the right color, I know, but we're going to fix that. But also, I know you're probably noticing about that ugly gap. Well, I got a trick up my sleeve for that too. We're going to bolt these on there, kind of take up for some of the ugliness, but I can move them however I want. I'm probably just going to just drill a hole and just put a bolt through there and be done with it. Put 2 bolts in there and be done with it. And the seats will still move back and forth. So these will move with the seat. So that'll be pretty cool. And it'll look like an old seat. And I gotta make this thing not so ugly looking. So progress, bunch of progress. I'm happy with it. Now we got the seat mounted in place and it's tacked in, bolted down. I'm gonna go ahead and finish welding what I can in the car. Scared to try to move it by myself and mess up the brackets and break a spot weld. Pretty happy with how it turned out. It fits real good and fits a lot better than I thought. It's a little bit narrow, but it'll be good enough for now. It's permanently temporary or temporary permanent. So yeah, I'd like to find a factory seat for this thing, but they are pricey and I don't have pricey money. So this is what I get, but it ain't too bad. I got an armrest. Now I got to trick up my sleeve on what I'm going to do to cover this thing, and it ain't Mexican blankets. So yeah, I mean, it's cool. I've done it before and not against doing it again, but not doing it on this one. I got old seat cover from the 50s. I'm going to try to hopefully make work on this. So can't screw up. But you can see the brackets down here. There's my Corvette inspired floor patch right there. But yeah, I'm gonna finish tacking this in. I'll probably put a gusset in on both front and back, just kind of strengthen it up some, and pull the seat out, cover it, insulate the floor, start wiring. That's next day. That big bus behind me is my paying job, so I had to work on that a little bit yesterday. But we'll get back on the seat project on this 57. I'm gonna pull it back out and finish getting everything welded underneath. I may make a couple adjustments. I'd like to get it probably 1 inch back and maybe down just a little bit more, but pretty easy to do. Take y'all a look. Went ahead and got the headrest off because I got something up my sleeve, but we got this side piece on off of an old 4-door seat piece of trim. So I'm gonna put them on and I'm gonna cover the seat, get it put back in. I'm gonna go ahead and kill mat what I need to do. I might go ahead and kill mat the back and the front of the seat. I'm probably gonna leave the front for right now bare. I don't know, it just depends on how I feel, but start getting a wiring harness in this thing here pretty soon. It's gonna be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this ripped out, get it put up on a stand where I can go ahead and finish welding everything. You see, it's still kind of just flopping around in there. So you got to make sure the tracks and everything are still working where you can adjust it back and forth and get her all wrapped up. Start taking these bolts out. Let's see. I'm trying to muscle this thing out by myself, I reckon. Gonna be fun. I love it when the bolts come out. They start getting like really free. You can turn them by hand, and all of a sudden they just stop, and then you got to put the wrench back on it and wrench it the rest of the way out of there. And get the seat out. I got to clean up the floor anyway, so yeah, we went ahead and did the floor, got that knocked on out. I had some free time and had to just go ahead and get it done. Come on out there. It's like really free right there, and then just try to put your fingers on it. It's just nah. There we go. Let me go to the other side. All right now. All right. Come on out there. That didn't work out too good. We can rethink this. I got it. I'll try to get her flipped upside down on the stand. Without breaking it off the frame. It's going to be the fun part. Thing's kind of heavy now. All right. Get on in there. You get up on there now. Yeah, that's more better. I'm gonna get something to put on the bottom. Kind of help hold it. I could put some jack stands under there or something, kind of help her out a little bit. Yeah, we got to do a little bit of work. Kind of my little makeshift frame I made, kind of bolt in the car, but I'm going to try to reposition the feet right here, and I'm probably just going to notch it right here. That way the seat will sit lower in the rear, and I may do it to the front too. I'm not made up my mind yet, and I might try to make it where I can move it back about 1 inch. I think I kind of want it back 1 more inch. You always want 1 more inch. So and try to get this a little bit straighter on the track. So I want the seats to be able to move back and forth. So we'll do a little bit of work. I got it all re-welded, and I cut a slot and raised up the center portion, or kind of lowered the seat down and changed the positioning on the feet. So it should sit a little lower, a little bit further back, because I'm fat. So it wasn't bad before, but it was going to get on my nerves eventually. So glad I got that done. Welding looks kind of like Ray Charles welded it with his feet, but I don't know what's going on with my welder. It'd be welding perfect, and all of a sudden it just starts going crazy. The wire speed's all jacked up. It must be the jacket in the gun or something. I don't know. But I'm gonna get these cleaned up and start covering. Hopefully it goes good. I got this side fitted on there. I just clamped it and all that good stuff, and then just put my screws in. But I'm gonna take it back off, put my screws back in place for when I cover it. I know where my screw holes are. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this off and get it all cleaned up, and figure out how I'm gonna cover this thing without destroying my cover that I have, because I only have one. So I can't mess up. So I'm just gonna put the screws back in spots. This back one's kind of a pain in the butt, because it could have been anywhere. The way the hole is. And that one back in its hole. Maybe that's the wrong hole. There we go. Now I get it cleaned up with something. It's just some like water-based paint prep stuff that I had. I'll wipe it down with this, and I'll come back over it with another chemical cleaner. Just getting all the crud off of it. The cover I have is a bench seat cover, so I'm going to turn it into a, whatever you call this, split bench cover. This is poor man upholstery at its finest. These are left over from a previous project that I had. I actually got two bottoms, so something like that, but I wonder which one of these fit better. That's gonna probably just, this has got actual piping on it, so I'm gonna use it. That other piece don't have the piping. So I'm gonna put this on. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to just work with one section at a time. It's just been sitting around for a minute. See if I can tuck that in. Gotta get it over some more because I want that piping right. I want the piping on the edge there. So there's that part. Get back in there. Yeah, it'd be nice if I can reach in there and grab that. Oh, I think I can. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this. That's gonna be the fun part. But I'm gonna go ahead and need to go ahead and probably get this side somewhat close to where I need it to be. It's pretty close. There's that. This one a little bit better. Bear with me. I'm don't want to screw up. We got one shot at this. Make it look presentable. That's not bad right there. Okay. So we'll try to get it on there where it's somewhat straight and wish it had all these wrinkles in there. Okay. Now the fun part of making my first cut. So once we start that, there's no turning back. We got to go with it. So let's do that. Okay, here we go. Alright, that's the first cut. I'm going to try to cut it as straight as I can. Try to cut this as straight as I can. Oh, yeah, it's perfectly straight. I think I can get my fat hands in there. I might go on the bottom side maybe. Let me get this cut so I can get that out of my way. Come on, cut. I think I got the sharpest pair of scissors I could find. You can find these kits on eBay. They kind of done went up in price since I bought this one, but it's been, I forget how many years ago since I bought this one. Come on. Yeah, I got the sharpest pair of scissors I could find. I must have used this to cut the metal to build the Titanic. Come on, cut. I'm gonna go around to the back side and okay, first cut's made. Okay, what I'm gonna try to do now is just probably peel this back. Make sure get it how you want it, because once it's done, it's done. Let's see here. Shake before using. Hold can 6 to 8 inches on the surface. BB spray. Make bond while adhesive is aggressively tacky. After usage or can. Okay, whatever. Bond range on surface 10 seconds to 10 minutes. 2 surfaces 10 seconds to 20 minutes. Alright then. Let's see. See how much of a mess we can make. So a little bit at a time, eh? We'll let that tack up for a minute before I start pressing it down. Let me see if I can find like a Bondo spreader or something. We'll start from the center. See how this is gonna work. I'm not real worried about the wrinkles here, so ain't nobody never gonna see that. All right, it's sticking pretty good, so let that tack up for a minute. Probably gonna be a little bit of wrinkles right here, but maybe you can straighten them out. I'm gonna try to straighten them out best I can. All right, first part. Make sure you put your can real far away where you can't grab it. All right. tack up. Well, that was the first one. It didn't go on too bad. I kind of wish this was up here a little bit more, but I live with it. It's better than having a red seat. I'll work with this side, get it all, get everything somewhat covered, then I'll come back to the loose ends. So I'll catch you on a little bit. It's been a few days since I recorded on working on the seat. I did end up getting it about 90% done. I'm not extremely happy with it, but it's better than it was. I hadn't recorded in a few days, been not feeling real well. So feel a little bit better today. I'm gonna try to, got some other stuff to work on, but I'm gonna try to do a little bit of work on my car, and I'll show you all the seat and see what all we got done meanwhile. This is what we got on the seat. Not real perfect, but car's not perfect, so I think it looks pretty good considering. Just a bunch of leftovers. I also got I also got some stuff done under the hood. Ended up changing the intake. The intake I had on it wasn't no good. I don't know what I was thinking when I put it on. It was went to go tighten the carburetor down, and the holes pulled out of the threads pulled out of the flange for the carburetor, so that's got to be fixed on that intake. So, but this is a better intake anyway. Also, we got a battery with a battery tray. I made the battery tray. I ended up using the factory piece and making the rest for the battery to sit on. So we're getting close to, I think the next thing I'm going to be doing is putting the wiring harness in it. Go ahead and get the drive shaft in. And I need to get this thing where it'll crank up and move around in at least yard drive. So that's going to be the goal. Because I got a lot of work coming in, and I need this thing to be able to move around. So I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. It's kind of a quick episode. We've only got one little thing done, so to speak. But next episode, I promise it'll be a whole lot more going on. Maybe this thing will finally run after 2 or 3 years of filming this car. We can get started on the 52 once this is on the road. So we got big plans. Just stay tuned to your buds, and like and subscribe for me, and just see where we go. Appreciate it. I'll take care. Catch you on the next one.